is BayouPete. I'm out. I got a fire. I'm drinking me a Guinness. You know. And tonight I'm just pondering. All the fishing I do, all the everything I do. It's really hit me that I'm about to turn 69 in a few days. I cannot believe that I'm in the last part of my 60s. This is good. Oh, that you ought to feel that fire back there. And what it means to be in your 60s. To have to let everything go a little bit and just become that person. As you get older. Like I say, but I can't believe that I'm fixing to leave my 60s a year from now and be 70. I cannot believe that. It's just crazy, But but that's how it is. That's how it is. So what we just get older, enjoy ourselves, keep fishing, keep hanging out with family, keep putting YouTube out. YouTube keeps me going, keeps this mind going, just to produce a video. My channel's been doing very good. I am here, and I got a camping spot, and my son, the outdoorsman, is meeting me tomorrow here, so I'm here a day early. I, just now when I had the light shining that way, it was fun. I took a little short. They had two eyes shining in the woods, and it was nice. Who's out there tonight? Leave a comment. Whoever's there, leave a comment. Oh, hey, Mitzvah Fish, how you doing tonight? I got a video coming out tomorrow. It's something like, are they too close or anything? I was catching speckled trout, and these people come right on top of me. They almost came right where I was throwing my cork. I was cork fishing with voodoo shrimp, and they almost came. Oh, let me get the light up, They almost came right where I was casting at. And I asked a question. It's just one time doing a video. It's a short video, but I think when you buy a boat or whatever, you got to have a little bit sense. If somebody's catching fish, you can get closer, but you don't go right where they're throwing the cork. Old people are 69 now. Hey, Wyatt, how you doing there? Make a comment, Wyatt. There's my grandson's there, Wyatt. I'm sorry, I should have asked you if you wanted to come tonight, Wyatt. I apologize. But again, BayouPete is about to be 69 years old. I've been retired a few years, and I fish a lot. I do different things. I try to keep active. We all have things happen to us, slow us down. And I just was thinking about today about how I fish different now than when I was in my 40s or 50s. I fish a lot, but I don't know, about 3 or 4 years ago, with my nervous self in the morning, I'm at a boat launch, was flooded. You put your money in this box, and I rushed, and I fell in love. I don't know if you could see it. I shattered my whole elbow, and I asked the guy at the launch. I fell, and I don't know. You know how you're kind of in shock. And I get up. I said, how does it look? And he didn't have to say anything. He was like, went home, unhooked the boat, woke up my wife, and drove to the hospital. Mr. Fish, how you doing there? Ava Sheeliff, M2 times 2. Real man Wyatt. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, thank y'all for being at the at my live tonight. Again, look, hold up. Let me show y'all this. Oh, man, I couldn't catch him. Yeah. So guess what? Time makes fools of us all. But, you just got to accept it as you're getting older. You got to, fishing especially, you just got to fish slow and fish safer. I fish a lot different than I fish. Oh, yeah. Y'all back? Is anybody here? Is anybody still here? Give me a thumbs up. I know the connection. They had like a Wi-Fi I was trying to get on, and I guess it didn't work. It ain't, oh, here, pro tip. The red beans and rice from Popeyes are next level, good medium. Pete, okay. That's great. I like the red beans at Popeyes. I'm glad they come back. I was trying to start another live. I appreciate everybody that's there, you know, celebrating my birthday. I'm going to do it tomorrow night too. I'm going to have a live, but you know, my birthday's this week. I'm fixing to turn 69. I'm still rolling, you know. Do y'all think that 68 years old was too old to start a YouTube channel? You know, my channel got rolling pretty good, but I don't know. It's a bit much, but it's fun. It's fun videotaping my fishing trip. See the fire back there? Look, I got a Guinness over here. Look, so I don't have to get up. I got a Guinness over here. How y'all doing tonight? Where are y'all at tonight? Laugh out loud. Don't eat the beans and rice afterward. Yeah, that's right, Pete. That's right. Who's out here tonight? I appreciate it. You know, on this, what's tonight? Tonight's Friday? No, tonight's Saturday night, right? No, that's old people. Here we go. No, tonight's Friday night. It's Friday. It's Friday out there. But all I'm talking about tonight is like old fishing. I guess that I got that on my mind, that how fast my 60s has done blew by since I've been retired. I mean, it's been like, enjoy your life while it's there, because look, it catches up sooner or later, you know. Sooner or later, look, you buy a fire doing a live, drinking Guinness draft. Not a sponsor. But again, my video that's coming out in the morning, talking about people getting too close while you're fishing. I'm fishing, catching fish by this wooden bulkhead. These people see me catching fish. I didn't have a whole lot. They wasn't really biting. So that, look, they was going the other way. As soon as they saw me catch a fish, there goes the boat. Look, they start heading my way, And you see, when they get close to me, I don't see anything bad, but on the video, I just put on like circus music as they go by, you know. I think people ought to have a license to drive a boat. You need a license. Question and answer stickers, funniest joke you know, try it. But you need a license to drive a car. Why don't you need a license to drive a boat? You know, boat, there's no stop signs nowhere. You're responsible for all of them people in the boat. I think you need a license more for a boat than a car. You know, you could get yourself, oh man, the north wind's coming through. Does this feel good? Let me throw one log on the fire. Come on. How's it coming? Hold on. Look. Saw that? And especially while you're fishing, you know, fishing's opposite than getting mad about anything. You know, I don't mind moving out the way once I caught the fish, but you know, don't go right where old people's casting. You know how old people are. Who's here? Cryogen 7, don't eat. Yeah. Carly Gentoff. Hey, Carly. Hey, Carly. Look, Carly, I only got one thing to tell you. I'm sorry. But again, for y'all just coming here, I'm just celebrating. Going to be 69 in a few days. I'm going to celebrate it with my family and my friends and with Carly Gentoff 27-4. That's what I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate it with her. But life's good. As long as you keep breathing, you try to stay healthy. As you get older, things come and go, and it gets depressing. You lose your friends, your immediate family's going. Like in my immediate family, like I have my son who's here, 2 sons, but my immediate family, my father, my mother, and only have 1 brother. Everybody's going, you know. So that's as you're getting older. You know, you start losing people around you every day. You get a call. Look, hey, what you doing? I don't know. You want to go to a wake today? Hey, that's just life, retirement life. Hold on, look. I don't even have to go walk. Look. I got another one, the magic. And that's not AI. But it's just nice out tonight. A front came through a little earlier. My wife took a ride with me earlier, and I come set up camp, and then we went, and what we had crawfish, we had crabs, and we had shrimp tonight for the second week of Lent, and it was excellent. It was excellent. What are y'all up? What are y'all doing tonight? Anybody going fishing this weekend? What are y'all doing? Y'all going to see a little music playing? Last week on the way home from seeing somebody in the hospital, I stopped by a little club in New Orleans, in Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, and saw a good little band playing. It was called Retro Nola, and it was very good, very good. Played a bunch of hits and their own stuff. It was very good. But again, getting back to the retirement thing, they've got so many people retired now, and it just makes for a good life just to see everybody happy. People's living longer now. You know, let me turn this so y'all can see the fire a little bit. There you go. The fire kind of makes it, huh? I don't want just me, I want the fire. And again, with my video that come out this week, I caught a few fish, but it's a quick little trip. I didn't used to post trips where I didn't catch a lot of fish, but it's just fishing. I just want to put the fishing trips down where I was slamming it. But that's all part of fishing. Catching a few, catching a lot. Been fishing saltwater fish and caught some rainbow trout with my grandson who's on here, Wyatt. And it was fun going fish something else, you know. They stock ponds in New Orleans with them and in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And it's fun. It's a whole different bite catching rainbow trout. It was warm this week a bit, especially for the winter. And not tonight. It's not going to be hot tomorrow, but a front came through, and it just feels great out here. It just feels great. What temperature it is where y'all at tonight? Where? Look. Sorry, on a Friday night, y'all hanging out with somebody fixing to be 69 years old. Look, 6'9". Wow. Still rolling. Put up my tent. Cut some wood, went and cut some wood, so we got wood out here. Oh, who's that? PD, drinking and listening to Pink Floyd. That's my oldest son right there. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you would be listening to somebody like Pink or somebody tonight. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just like I say, just kick back. Doing a little camping, enjoying the night. I thought I would throw a live up here tonight. I got a little short that came out a little while ago. When y'all get to look at it, it's called the second week of Lent. You know, it just shows what we had tonight, and I put a little reggae music behind it. Look, and it made it nice. It made it nice. Real Man Wyatt. Last week, me and buddies went to the canals and caught some bass and fish. We got to get your channel started, Wyatt. Look, Real Man Wyatt's channel. Look, 12-year-old Real Man Wyatt. When it was hot. Oh, y'all caught him when it was hot. Wow. That's good. You caught him on lures or on bait, Wyatt? What are y'all out there fishing in different parts? Where y'all from? You know, I'm from Louisiana down here, USA, almost by the Gulf of Americas, right? Look, it's that way, right there. But we live down here. I'm blessed to live in Louisiana where 360, I could go in any direction and go fishing. Oh, on both. I got you, Wyatt. I got you. We had fun catching them rainbow trout, huh, Wyatt? That was fun. It's fun figuring them out. But what we say, Wyatt, that power bait's got to float to be able to catch them. Let's see who this is. C225, cheers. Hey, cheers. What we're drinking? Guinness. It's backwards, but Guinness. Drinking Guinness. Tonight, I could feel the fire on my back, and it feel good tonight. Yeah, look at my ring light in my eyes. Yep, where the other people are from. Like I say, I'm from the South. Where y'all from tonight? What is my favorite beer? Wow, I like to drink beer. I've been drinking beer my whole life. Right now, my favorite beer is a beer called Hoegaarden. It's from Belgium, Hoegaarden. It's from Belgium. And that's what I've been drinking a bit of. And what's the other one? Pete Jr., if you're on there, what's the beer we drink from Texas that's brewed in Texas, son? With the ram on it. That's mine. Who say this man, I remember America, for America only hit this? Who say? Who say? Hola, mi amiga. China Bach. Oh, I like China Bach beer. It's from China, Texas. It's a it's still like locally brewed. You know, I don't think the big corporation bought them out. Ever drank a 40-ounce of Old English? God, when I was younger, I still got the headache from Old English drinking them big 40s. Look, but there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, I don't like a beer or whiskey. No, beer. Do never give BayouPete whiskey. I don't know who that person is. I learned that years ago. Beer or whiskey? Yeah, I drink beer. But Shiner Bach beer, if y'all out there, try it. They're from Shiner, Texas. It's a brewery. It's an excellent beer. It's an excellent beer. Oh boy, no hard liquor. Look what my son said. Don't ever give BayouPete liquor. Ever, ever, ever. I'll be in Orleans Parish prison. I don't know who that person is locked up in here. I don't need liquor in me. I don't need liquor. Oh boy. Drinking me these beers. So I got the truck right there, look, with the ice chest up. Tomorrow night, my youngest son, the outdoorsman, I'll leave a link to his channel. He'll be here with me. Mickey's Big Mouth also gives headache. I never did have a Mickey's Big House. Mickey's Big Mouth. I just like me. I like how we get on different subjects on lives. That's what makes lives. I don't have to edit it. We could just flow. But as I get older, I like beer that's like 5% or less, and maybe 4.5% or less. But some beers 5% I like. I like what's Blue Moon? You know, I used to like Blue Moons when it was like a small company, Budweiser. Somebody bought them out. They're like 4.9. But I drink beer because I like beer. Now they got some beer in New Orleans like Ghost in the Machine and all that. That's got like 13%. I don't want any beer to drink a beer that I can light it on fire like a Molotov cocktail. Look. Don't want it. Stout or Belgium ale? Both. Both. I like stout and I like Belgium ale. I like it. Let's see. Fernando Soto. He power of the union only with Trump is the best I know. Hard early for next time. No can work. Hola, mi amigo. Yeah, Joe trabaja in USA. Look, we're not talking any political stuff here. I'd rather talk about beer and fishing and getting old. Stout stout. I like stout beer. And even with the Guinness draft, look, it's kind of, watch this. It's dark. There you go, it's dark. You know, I've been drinking Guinness since I was younger. Guinness, look how long it's been around and it's held up. Whole Garden, I'm gonna go get one in a minute and show you one. I got one in my truck. I gotta get my light. I gotta show you the bottle. But these monks found this recipe from I don't know, from years and years and years ago. And it's just a simple recipe that other monks used to do. And they done it. Like, it's got stuff. Like, the first time I ever bought it, when I poured it out, I was gonna bring it back because they had all this stuff. It's got colander floating in it. They say to mix it up, pour it in a cup, swish that cup around and dump it. Who else is here? Carly Gentoff, LOL, Peter. I drank Billy beer, Jimmy Carter brother. Wow. Jimmy Carter with his brother Billy. His brother Billy rode on his back and made some money, you know. I'm trying to keep the circles out my eyes. Fernando, Miller High Life is good, man. Light. That's good. I only drink 4 kinds of beer: bottle, can, keg, and free. That's me. That's me, brother. That's me. Hey, who's this? Grass Bandit. That's me too. That's the 4 kind of beers I drink. But I got some Guinness tonight I'm drinking. I'm gonna go get a whole garden and show y'all in, look, here. I'm gonna get it. I'll be right back. I had to get the light so I didn't trip. This is a whole garden. Hold up. Oh, it's backward. I'm sorry. Whole garden. It's backward, so it didn't do no good. I'm coming right back. And again, I ask this question. Do you think that 68 years old was too old to start a YouTube channel? Does people want to see old people on here? Who's here? PD, nice. Hey, Natalie Hopkins, 8231. Hey, Natalie. Peter, I hope he doesn't fall in the fire. No, I'm not falling in the fire. I'm not. I'll go get me another beer, but I'm not falling in the fire. Whoever's out there, I'm glad y'all here. If y'all get a chance, if y'all not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I know y'all will enjoy it. I do different things, but I fish a lot, but we do camping, and I've done some stealth camping too. So we do different things, but I do a lot of fishing, you know. Thank y'all for coming here celebrating my 69th birthday in a few days. Gracias, mi amigos. I've been doing Duolingo now for like 700 and something days, and just as you get older, it just keeps you going. Can I speak Spanish? No, but when people speaking around me, I can understand what they're saying, and I could read it. You know, can I speak it fluently? It's a very fast-paced spoken language, and it's a fun language. Because a lot of things, they put the word, it makes it fun. Peter, no, I hope he doesn't fall. Yeah, I'm not falling in the fire. Yeah, but I'm just sitting out here enjoying it. I feel the fire on my back right here. Just enjoying the night. I thought I had lost the lob earlier when it linked out, and but it didn't. So that's good. That's good. And again, just as you get older, I'm just telling this to all the young people out there. Save while you're young so you can enjoy yourself while you're old. Because look, Social Security ain't going to carry you with crap. I saved my money for when I retired, put my money away a little bit. It's hard. It's hard to raise a family and save money. But my father taught me when I was younger. He said, you got to save some money, because what if there ain't nobody there to help you? You know, what if you lose your job? You got to have some money. I'm blessed to work like almost 40 years for the same company. I'm blessed that I retired from. Let's see what Fernando Soto, Migu. Let's see, Trump worked very hard for people. Citizen is good. Okay. He likes Trump. Whoever you like, God bless you. I try not to bring political things to my channel, because look, why would I be coming up to alienate maybe half of my audience? You know, PD. Oh my. PD03YI. PD with no TV. So you watch me on your big TV without sound, or on another one, son? Let's see. My son bought a television, an 85-inch television in October. It went out. And they don't want to replace it till like 2 weeks. I would have told them, look, you know, it's at, what is it, a few months old. Yeah. I'm glad y'all all here with me. And we got a few people at the live tonight. That's good. That's good. Tomorrow night I'm gonna be live too, but my son, the outdoorsman, we might be doing a dual live, or we was talking today, we're gonna try to maybe do 2 lives at once. Who is that behind you? Uh-oh. Look, hold on. A little while ago, let me shine my light back here. Again, a little while ago right there, I had my light, because I dropped something on the ground. I dropped my bottle opener on the ground, and I lifted it up, and they had 2. I wish the video is on here, so I can't show it to you. I wish I could show it to you. But they had like 2 eyes, and I don't know, I was a deer hunter, so I know how tall deer is. It was like up there, and then they closed in, and then they got like, and they just kind of went away. I said, oh crap. I said, oh crap. Let's see who here. Grass Bandit, thank you. Carly Gentoff, thank you, darling. Let's see. You see this lady here, Carly Gentoff? Like, Carly, can we play TV Repairman this week? Just let me know. Or Let me know. We'll play TV repairman. Fernando Soto, I think single, not need more for is happy. That's right. Lance Lauro, PDO3, Lance Lauro. Grass Bandit, Sasquatch, Carly Jenner. Look, hold up. I'm going to shine the light that way. Let's see if we see some lights. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. It was like right behind that tree right there. Like I say, I lifted it up and it was like, there's stuff here that we don't know about. Maybe not here. Maybe not here, but we don't know. You know, there's stuff out here. Grass Bandit, I just saw it running. Damn, you're gonna make me turn around, Grass Bandit. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna turn around, go behind this light, shine the light back there for y'all. Hold on. I don't want to knock it over. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if we see it. I don't see it. I'll put a little video out on it tomorrow. I got a good video for a short of it. Let's see. Oh, no. Wow. Hold up. Now they got raccoons right there, but this thing was too tall for a raccoon. Y'all let me know if it comes behind me. Well, let them be the old person. They want something fresher than this, huh? They don't want old people. Let's see who's out. Fernando. Well, only God care owly. That's right. PD. I was someone trying to be in the bush. Like, hey, it was someone trying to be in the bush. Like, hey, man, cut the light out. Maybe so. I've been in that bush before. Hold on, I gotta go throw a little bit on the fire. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Y'all think this is big enough to put on there? Look. Ooh. Here we go. That's gonna kick. That's gonna kick in a few minutes. That is gonna kick. So y'all saw it right over, look. Y'all saw it right there. Right there. How come when we whisper, everything just seems kind of creepy? Right there. PD. It was someone trying, Fernando. Well, only God care only. Good. Let me know where y'all out there. What country? Y'all don't have to say exactly. I'm not saying exactly where I'm at. I don't want I don't want Ted Brinkley coming over here. PD. Good thing it's only 90 degrees. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna turn it 360. Oh, you meant that. I was gonna dump my beer in the cup so y'all wouldn't see me drinking on this, but Carly Gentoff, I'm from 2 houses down. I know that. There's my neighbor right there, Carly Gentoff. Hey, Carly, I know I'm 69 years old, but if you want the TV repairman during the week, let me know. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's get back to the retirement life and just getting older. Y'all getting ready to get older. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all got to be ready for. What do y'all got to get ready for? Number one thing y'all got to get ready for, people don't bother with you no more. You've been spent your whole life and you let somebody know to save them time and they act like, what this old note has to say, especially where's PD right there, PD03. But think back, that's how it was my dad. My dad left here in 13. I was kind of the same way with him. Look at my Louisiana, see the redfish shirt? I wish this wasn't switched around. BJ's Misadventure. Hey, if y'all get a chance, if anybody out there gets a chance and you want to laugh, and I'm proud of him. His channel, like mine, we're just growing. Y'all check out BJ's Misadventures. He puts out different stuff every day. He's a deaf content creator, and he does great. He does great. Hey, BJ, I'm glad you're here, my friend. But y'all check, anybody out there, y'all check him out. Let y'all friends know about him. He does great. He's got stuff you'd still be laughing. Not as much as y'all. BJ, if you're there, I'm just tonight celebrating. I'm fixing to be 69 years old in a few days. Look, I'm just talking about where my 60s went. What happened? Where 59 to this day has been like this. Look, like that. 59 to 60 is like, but look, a little while ago, BJ, like right there, they had like eyes. Look. BJ, I'll be going fish speckled trout pretty soon. And like I go catch speckled trout live. I've already caught limits of speckled trout live, and I don't have time to moderate it. So I'm like back there catching speckled trout with my microphone on. And BJ, and most of the time, my friend Daniel, another great channel called Hammock Mountain, they moderate my live for me. I go back and look at the transcript of the live. I appreciate it. They took care of my live the whole night. Here I am catching fish. That'll be coming up pretty soon, BJ. I gotta go. That wharf got wiped out where I was fishing at down there. A shrimp boat hit it, but I might put something there or go find another place. But I'll be back catching fish pretty soon. But that was fun. We'd be catching trout all night, and I'd have like 2,000 people watching my live. And what am I doing? Well, I'm talking. They could hear me, but I'm not here. I'm facing that way, catching trout. Go and show it. You can look at my lives with it. And thank you, BJ. Y'all took care of all those people for me. But again, if y'all get a chance, whoever's out there, BJ's Misadventures. He's 100. He's a good fellow, good friend. I'm at his channel through my son, who's in the Stealth Camping Alliance, and I'm in the Stealth Camping Alliance too. I do a lot of fishing, but I like to camp too. You can't be everywhere, but that's how I met BJ, and he's 100. He's a great fellow. Again, I'm drinking my Guinness out here. What kind of beer y'all like to drink? BJ, what kind of beer you like to drink in Canada, my friend? What? No, not Canada, British Columbia. What kind of beer do you like to drink up there? Let me know. Okay, sounds like you have a busy schedule ahead. Yeah, like you, BJ, just being a content creator, you know? Just to keep content coming out. That's all. It's fun. I always say that YouTube's work. It's not. I would have not met all of y'all if it wasn't for YouTube. Oh, he says, I don't drink. I'm sorry, BJ. And you don't mind if I do. But like I said, I had second thoughts at 68 to start a YouTube channel. But guess what? You put content out. Everybody wants to know, well, how you start a channel? You start putting content out there. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall. You're not going to like anything you do. You don't like how you look on camera. Look, you don't. You don't like. It's all right, Indy. I only do 420. I understand. I do 420. Let's step 3. That's great. That's great. I like you. I like your alternate channel too, BJ. That's funny. That's funny. My wife and I watched the Carol Burnett thing the other night. It was great. It's great to bring back them old comedies. The old comedies with Carol Burnett and all of those people, they didn't have all of the production things. They had to be funny. And it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, I'm fixing to put the light. Hold on. Let's see what's behind me. Let's see back here. Let's see if we see eyes again. Hold on. I'm going. Look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to turn y'all that way a little bit. There's eyes over there. Hold on. Oh, no, it's going. Hold on. This isn't the creep out thing. I'm just telling you, I saw eyes before. Hold on. Be something. And like, I hunted all my life, so I love the woods. I'd rather be out in the woods. I wish my wife was on here. That I bet you in the last 10 days, I slept outside in a tent, in the yard. 68 years old, I'm gonna be 69. Probably 8 out of the last 10 days. I just like sleeping outside. I'm not an air-conditioned gypsy. I want to be outside listening to the birds go by at night. You know, when daylight comes, if I don't leave before daylight to go fishing, I like to hear the birds in the morning. You miss all of that inside. I like to go sit outside in my chair and look up. Nobody looks up anymore and sees anything going by. You know? I just had time off and slowly getting stuff out, so bear with time. Yeah, you're right, BJ. I mean, YouTube put some pressure on you if you want to keep posting on them days. Is it good enough to post? Guess what? Put it out there. Like tonight, I wasn't going to do a live. By the time I got everything ready, it was like 9-something. Guess what? I'd rather drink beer with y'all than drink alone tonight. Huh? Look, and maybe we'll see something. Right? If y'all see something right there, let me know. How come it's creepy when you whisper, look? Let me know. How's the weather? It looks windy. A front just come through, but it was like 70-something degrees today, and it's going to be 70-something. It looks like the cold weather's gone from down here, BJ. It was so nice. We had a nice cold winter. It was great. It was great. Tomorrow night, BJ, the outdoorsman's come and stay here with me. So if you can, check out our live tomorrow night. You know, we have a fun live with him here, how we bounce off each other. But getting back to fishing, like, you know, I've been catching a lot of speckled trout, some redfish. I've caught sockeye lately, but I haven't recorded it. Sometimes I go fish, I don't feel like recording, so I just go fishing. We got 13 or 55 today, a heat wave. 55's a heat wave. Down here, we got a lot. We like this down here for 55, look. PD, muggy. That's right, son. It's been hot working outside this week, huh? Yep. But BJ, yeah, I'm glad you're here, my friend. I'm glad we support each other, and you know, we're small. I don't know, we're small channels still, but you know, little by little. I like how we just got slow growth, little by little. We take the step. Look, people meet us on lives like this. Whoever's out there, if you're not putting in comments, you know, hit that subscribe button. You know, if you want to see more crazy old people fishing, I might fall out the boat. It'll be fun. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to get me another beer. I'll be right back. Look back there. Uh-oh. What did I do with my glasses? Hold on. I'm coming. I'll put my glasses down. I couldn't find my glasses. They was in my pocket. I wouldn't be able to see who's here if I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry. I'm glad everybody's here. So I went from Guinness draft. So look, I'm drinking me a whole garden. A whole garden. What's that? What they say? It is Coriander and orange peel, Wilbur beer, 4.9. And I think it's from Belgium. Beer Blanca. I think it's from Belgium. I had to get my little opener. Y'all bear with me tonight. Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. Who's here? German. There we go. PD, are you drinking your Warstein beer tonight? Let me know. Let me know. Y'all drinking the Warstein beer tonight? What, we've been 40 minutes out? I don't know if y'all, I'm gonna put the light through this. I want you to see what color this beer is. Watch this. Look, it's like, you see it? It's like cloudy beer. You'd think it was bad, but it's not. It's got orange beer and Corlando. How you say that? Colander, Corlando. Orange peel and colander in it. I thought a colander is what you mix something up with. I don't know. I don't know. Who's out there tonight? Y'all let me know where y'all from tonight, if y'all out there. celebrating. BayouPete is going to be 69 in a few days, and I'm just out in the woods, fire. A little while ago, the eyes was right there, and just drinking a beer, enjoying this life. Well, I'm definitely in the fourth quarter. What do we call us? The baby boomers. The baby boomers right now is from 65 to dead. You know, so I'm in that. I was born in 57, so I'm in that baby boomer thing. Look, I'm in that baby boomer thing now. It's a big change from the that's a big, you know how you go from one beer to another. It's a big change. And we're just talking about retirement. I'm gonna have a little channel, kind of pivot a little bit to retirement things too. Just come retirement, you gotta you know, you're making that big money while you're working. You go to Social Security, your other money, you gotta tone your behind down a little bit, you know, in retirement. But it's all right. It costs money to go to work every day. When you're home, it don't cost as much. It costs a little bit to go fishing now. You know, YouTube is just fun to put out. Is it big money making? You can, but it's just growth. Look, slow growth. Slow growth. Gen X is 65 to 1980. So you're on the tail end of Gen X. So if you was born in 80, whoever you are, when I was 50, no, that's my son, I'm sorry. I was 20-something years old when he was born. God, 20-something years old having kids. Talk about make you grow up quick, huh? I set it up. Y'all can see the fire back there? I set it up where y'all can see the fire. I put that big thick oak on there, whatever kind of wood it was. That'll be burning till tomorrow morning, you know? But retirement life, what's retirement life? Everybody, look, you know, it's the biggest thing that pisses people off in retirement life when somebody tells them, you got so much time because you retired, like your life don't matter. Your breath don't matter. You didn't work all your freaking life. You've got so much time because you're retired, like you have nothing to do. You got more to do. I don't know how I ever had time to work. BJ, Vincent, we are both baby boomers. Are you older than me or younger than me, BJ? I'll be 69 in a few days. I know you got to be younger. See, I can't blame this one on the outdoors and me drinking beer. Doing pretty good by myself. But I dropped my glasses before while I was going there. I'll be 67 in July. That's great. That's great. Hey, I'm glad we're here. A lot of people ain't made it to 67. As I get older, like I work for a company that had a lot of people, like thousands of people I had to deal with. We're doing a week where I get a call from somebody I haven't heard from. Guess what I'm always thinking? Who died now? Not nothing good. Who died now? Marky 12, love retirement, work is overrated. Hey, Marky 12, how old are you, Mark? Are you like me? Are you 69 or you're younger? How old are you, Marky 12? Pete, you just a youngster. Oh, Mark Luke. Hey, Mark Luke, how you doing, my brother? I'm just out here enjoying. I'll be 69 in a few days, Mark. We was hell when we was well, huh, Mark? We still keep rolling. Like I say, I'm just sitting by the fire. Look at the fire back there. Can you feel it? Look, drinking me a worse dime tonight. Let's see it. Coli Queso. Hello. Hola, mi amiga. Marky 12 will turn 67. Hey, God bless you. Mark Luke, how old are you, Mark? Are you later 60s or are you a couple years younger than me? I think you're a couple years younger than me, Mark, huh? Put it down there. BJ's Misadventures. I am not a senior citizen. I'm a recycled teenager. That's true too. You know what sucks? What sucks is like, I don't know, when I was younger, I was a marathoner. I'd done ultra distance and everything. And when you see people running, you're like, I wish I could still run, but the doctor told me with my knees, I could walk fast, kind of run. But he told me if I don't want to have knee replacements, don't run no more. I don't want to get my knee replaced. Let's see, BJ's Misadventures, more. I am PD. That's great. Oh, I hear you. I'm glad y'all out here. Thank y'all for coming, yo. Old people sitting by a fire. It took me a while to get used to doing lives because nobody's talking back. But, you know, what helped me with my YouTube channel, my son Nick had a channel, and it just got me along. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody that little things, you had somebody to ask, like somebody just starting a YouTube channel, not wanting to connect with somebody who already has one. I mean, it'll take them forever. It's just like the big things isn't bad, but it's figuring out all them little things. Mark, Luke, where you camping? I'm in the state park, Mark. You know, lives, you hate to say where you're at, but I'm in the state park. I'm in the state park. Down in the state park. Look, hold up. Where's the eyes back here? BJ's Misadventures. Hey, Pete. No, I'm not on Facebook. All I am is on YouTube. But I'm fixing it too. I'm going to go big or go home. I guess so. Mark Loop, where you camping? I hope everybody's well, Mark. Look, that's St. Agnes alum, right? Didn't we go to St. Agnes? Where we went together, Mark? Was it St. Agnes or Jefferson Elementary? Put it down there. PD. No, I've been trying to get him on Facebook. Oh, me on Facebook. Yeah, on Meta. I might get on Meta, no, or Facebook. It's coming. It's coming. BJ's Mrs. Vander. I just stepped on the Facebook wagon. Mark Luke. Yeah, St. Agnes. That's right, Mark. St. Agnes, like, I was this little shy person. I don't know. I worked at this place called Raven's Roundhouse when I was younger. Like, I was just this little kid, and I worked at this place. I don't know. I was like 15 years old. And this man and lady took me underneath their wing and let me sell stuff and gave me confidence. St. Agnes. Like, I was going to a regular school, and I got very sick. I got peritonitis, and I got all kinds of operations. So, like, was that 6th grade, like Jefferson Junior High. I failed because I was sick the whole year. I didn't go 20 days. I was sick. So my mother made me go to a school called St. Agnes Catholic School, and I never wanted to go there. I said, why would I ever want to go to St. Agnes? Only went to St. Agnes 7th and 8th grade, which I would have went to it from first on. I played in plays Jesus Christ Superstar. I have a lot of friends there. I wasn't just a number. I was somebody there, and I got to give a shout out. Both of the Catholic schools is gone, but that was great. People cared about you there. BJ's Misadvantage. BJ's is my Facebook name. All right, BJ, when I get on, guess what? Who's going to be my first one I'm going to friend? Hold up. Where's that thing? You, BJ. When I find that big log, I got to show y'all that big log. Hold on. Look at it. I put on that thing right there. It's about 8 inches thick. Let's see if y'all see anything back there. Nope. What I said, like, when you whisper, it's like something creepy. But probably before the end of the week, I'm going to do a live fishing at night. I hope y'all come to it. I got a few places. The same way people want to know where I'm at. I just show where I'm fishing. If you know where I'm at, you know where I'm at. I just show how I fish and try to show you how to fish. Mark Luke, I went there. I went to Holy Cross for 8th grade through 12th. I hear you, Mark. So 7th grade, then we went there. But what you think is so wrong, like when you were younger, my mother made me go to St. Agnes School. Jesus Lord. Why would I want to go? It was the best thing ever happened. I played in Jesus Christ Superstar. The man had I played in plays. Just did different stuff. They had an arts teacher that took us to different places. Just opened up our mind. You need people like that. Look, to poke you, to get you out that shell. I was a quiet person. Look what y'all ended up with. BayouPete. All them years working, having to deal with all them people coming for the landing. My poor wife, look. Landed the plane, and all she had to deal with is me. Oh, hold on. Do I have this crooked? Let's see. Pete, my wife just texted me. Look, I wish y'all could see it up here. Pete, I'm stepping into the shower. I'm stepping into it. But she always lets me know, especially when I'm sleeping out in the yard. I guess the neighbors think I'm crazy. She'll text me, Pete, I'm going in the shower. Because, as we get older, you kind of look out for each other. Let's see. Mark Luke, I went to BJ's, post reels there every day. BJ. So BJ, the things you put on YouTube, you put on Facebook too? you put on Facebook too, TikTok and all. I used to go to rock. Oh, BJ says I used to go to rock. I still go to rock concerts. I don't miss a day of Jazz Fest. I don't miss a day of French Quarter Fest in New Orleans. I'm going to see Journey in a few weeks. Gonna play in New Orleans. I love concerts. I used to go to. Yes, I do. I love going to concerts. Why not? Why not? Why not? Who's y'all favorite band out there today? Like me, I like newer bands. I don't know. I went and saw Father John Misty a while back at the Sanger. Who else I like? I like a band called Whiskey Myers. Um, who else I like? Dirty Honey. It's not as bad as you seem. There's a band called Dirty Honey. It's just little bands I like because if I hold on to the bands like I grew up with, most of them like 15 years older than me. Like Rod Stewart's fixing to play Jazz Fest this year. 4 years ago, he had to sit down on a stool and sing the whole time. So, the Eagles is playing at Jazz Fest this year. I'll go see him. I'll go see the Eagles. Billy Joel was supposed to come here, and he got some kind of sickness. So I wish I would have saw Billy Joel. So you can't see him. But if you don't get the new people, who else I like? I don't know. I like a lot of young people too. I like a lot of the new music. BJ, I have been to Kiss. I like Kiss. Yes, I like Kiss. My favorite song by Kiss might be Black Diamonds or yeah, probably Black Diamonds. AC/DC, Alan Jackson. The last concert of The Who before they broke up, several different bands. The Who played at Jazz Fest, BJ, just a few years back. The Who got together and come to the New Orleans Jazz Fest. Oh my God, that's my favorite too. Yep, yep. I like a band called Jason Isabel and the 400 Unit or just Jason Isabel, like newer bands. And like a band that's not too, it's new to me, but they've been out a few years and I wish I would have saw the White Stripes before they broke up. And it's just Jack White. I got into the White Stripes a couple of years ago. God, they were so good for two people, a drummer, her and him. They were so freaking good. God, everything they do is good, but I think about sometimes bands I wish I would have saw before they broke up. Oh my God, that's my favorite too. I'm glad y'all all out here celebrating my 69th birthday. Tomorrow night I'm gonna have a live too with my son, but I'm just out here tonight. I like 1% Man Electric. Oh, Manfred's Man Electric Band was great. Well, Foo Fighters. Yeah, you're right. Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. The last concert my wife ever went to at the Jazz Fest was the Foo Fighters. And it was the loudest concert I ever been to in my life. We was kind of up front. I had a good place. And it kind of not, it was so loud it freaking knocked my hat off my head. And I looked at her and she was like this. She had stuff stick in her ears and she was like this. Peter, 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 let's go. I said, are you freaking crazy? Are you crazy? BJ, Foo Fighters, Carly, say hi. Hey, Carly, how you doing there? I would be in heaven then. I said, but I'm blessed like a Jazz Fest. You know how many people plays at Jazz Fest? It's 7 or 8 days. It's 8 days every year now. Butt music. 8 days of music. 8 days. French Quarter Fest is free. The Jazz Fest probably costs $100-something a day. When I first started going, it was like $6. So that's how much stuff is. They need bigger cars, bigger planes, to drive in. I had a person ask me the other day, how do you do a live? This is how you do a live. You interact with people. Hey, Carly said hi. Hey, Carly. Oh, no, Carly, besides the TV man this week, we'll do the wave thing in the back of the counter. Like, they had this lady, like, 2 doors down from me. She called me the other day. She goes, this is my son's wife. She calls me the other day. She goes, Mr. Pete? I said, yeah. She goes, I got something way back in my cabinet that I can't reach. I said, what? She says, I got something way back in my cabinet. I said, I think I saw this late night on TV on another channel. I said, do you want me to come over with the shirt on or look, without the shirt on? Carly, yes. I saw Kiss 3 times. BJ, I saw Kiss in the 70s in Municipal Auditorium that they're trying to do. And like, I was like in the second row and Gene Simmons just spit. The blood like hit the guy in front of me. It didn't hit me. And I have that shirt. I'll show it. This shirt looks so little. I don't think it'll fit over my leg. It's like this big, this shirt. I don't know how this body got in that shirt, but I saw him in the Municipal Auditorium. Gene Simmons on them big, look. Let's see. Carly left. Oh, yes, BJ's Misadventures. I'm glad everybody's here. You know, I'm going to last a little while longer. This is probably my last beer. I don't know tonight. I'm going to shine the light. Let's shine the light behind me. Hold up. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I'm singing some Kiss. Hold on. I think I saw light. Hold on. I'm going to move y'all around. Hold on. Watch back here. Look. That's low. That's up. Uh-oh. The thing's falling. Where I had it. Let me get this back on again. Look, I moved it. Hold on. I had it back. Hold on. I don't know where I had it. Maybe I had it closer. Where's the fire at? Hold on. I don't know what that was. That was kind of low on the ground eyes. I gotta see where I had this before. Here we go. Here's where I had it before. I had a little piece of level ground. You know, out in the woods, nothing's. Let's see Mark. Let's see what Mark's saying. Mark, remember the warehouse. Jesus Lord, the warehouse. Blue Oyster Cult and Moody Blues. This was a loud concert. Mark, I remember when I was younger going to the warehouse, how we never got burned up in there. I remember going to the warehouse. BJ, they had a place in New Orleans called the Warehouse. Bob Dylan, all these people used to play. Leonard Skinner, Poco, everybody. Sticks came there and all. It was great. But how we didn't burn up in there, Mark? Like I was too young. Like they had, like, I'm remembering the warehouse here. Oh, that's my wife. Okay, Tina, just wanted to let you know I'm out the shower. Tina, who's my wife talking to? Does she have a woman over there? I wish y'all could see up here, Louise. Let me move her. Hold on. But the warehouse in New Orleans, I remember one time you brought a piece of carpet, you got in there free, and I think it was for Leonard Skinner. But I had an old Rambler station wagon. My dad gave me this Rambler station wagon. The reverse went out on it. So I didn't go anywhere unless I brought somebody with me to help push it. So we come out the warehouse, partying, 420s, enjoying ourselves, and the car's gone. So back then they had payphones. So I go to a payphone, call the police. Hello? I said, sir, somebody done stole my freaking car. He says, have you been to the warehouse? I said, Jay, he goes, you're about the 40th call I've had tonight. He goes, all those streets around there look the same. I said, sir, I grew up in New Orleans around here. I know what it looks like. He goes, please walk around. He goes, all the projects look the same around there. Guess what? I walked around there and my car was 2 blocks over. Look. BJ Smith, I think the best sounding concert have I been is Billy Idol. Billy Idol is crazy. Billy Idol done got old. But boy, the freaking warehouse, I got like this thick of tickets. It was like $6 to go see people at the bar. I got Boston, the band Boston came there. It was $6. I went and saw them. Because I lived in the Carrollton section of New Orleans with my grandmother. God, that good memories. The freaking warehouse. God, I know the fire marshal never went in there because you used to go in the warehouse and they'd close the door and lock it. So you was locked up in this place. And like, I wasn't old enough. Probably I was 16 in there playing old. And like, you couldn't get alcohol because like, to be old, you had to go in that second story up there and get alcohol. And like I worked at this place called Raven's Roundhouse. Always had money. So I go up there and say, I'll buy you a beer if you get me one. Guess what they do? Look. And there would Pete would have his beer. BJ's Misadventures. Yes, I had the tickets given to me. I wouldn't pay for the band again. I would. I like to go. Guess what? What we're going to do with this money? You know, we're getting later on in life. Guess what? Enjoy yourself. We're not leaving here with anything, you know? This is going to be Pete's party and retirement adventures, huh? But we're not leaving here with anything, Mark, right? Do you agree? BJ, you agree? We're not leaving here with nothing. Pete Jr., I know you don't agree. Pete Jr. is like this on it, Carly, huh? I'm holding on to it. No. Just enjoy your life. Whatever your path is, you know, I don't criticize it. It's just, you know, whatever your path is, it's your path. Everybody's got different path. Because I was thinking the other day, just think of all the little things that got us to where we are today. If we wouldn't have done this, we wouldn't be here. If we wouldn't have done this, you know, it's just meant to be. If I wouldn't have got that whole garden, I wouldn't be drinking it either. Huh? It's getting cool tonight. But yeah, who's your favorite new band out there? I'm talking about new, whenever. Who's your favorite? Mark Luke. How long have you been retired? I'm 2 years. I was able to get out when I was like 60. So I've been retired like 9 years. I got sick and my company made me a deal and it was good. It was good, very good, very, very good. So I got to retire early, but I've been there pushing 40 years already, you know, so right. So I would have had almost 50 years right now, you know. 50 years a few years back. Yeah, I got out like at 60, 61, I don't know. But it was kind of, I don't know, I loved working. I was in the construction business, supervisor, and I just like fooling with all of those people. I'm an ADD person, and just fooling with people 360 all day long, just throwing stuff. And that's, so when I retired, my poor wife, look, I had to go home to love. Peter, let's see, Mark Luke, great for you. You must have started young. Yeah, very young. BJ, I am not really retired. I am disabled, and I have been on pension for 35 years. You do good, BJ. You do good. I like the AI on your shorts and all that makes you look like you could run a marathon and all. That is fantastic how it'll take your face, BJ, and do all those things. I get a kick out of that. I try. Okay, as long as we're all alive. Look at some poor people still working because they have to, you know. Some people don't have nobody, you know. Nobody to talk to like this, older people, retired. I get along with like my dad died, I don't know, 88, 89 years old. And he had outgrew all of his friends. And he used to tell me, he goes, you know, you stay younger, you have younger friends. And he used to have friends that was like my age, you're way younger than me. My dad outlived all of his friends. But that's it, live long enough. Thanks, Pete. And again, whoever's out there, give the channel BJ's Misadventures a chance. It's funny. He's got jokes and different stuff. He's even got a 420 side of his channel. It's funny. Just give it a chance. You know, look, but he used to have, how I met BJ, he used to have these things all night. I don't know what you used to call them, BJ, what you have where with the all night thing with the little races and all, and I couldn't sleep. And I used to watch it and used to moderate it. It was good. My dad died when he was 3 weeks before his 68th birthday. Sorry. He's somewhere smiling. You just mentioned him. My mom is 89. Wow, your mom's still alive. God bless her, BJ. Tell her I said hello first. But my grandmother, my mom's mom, my grandma Irene, used to tell me, this French-Italian lady told me, beat it into my head, and I believe it, that she used to say that nobody really dies on this earth ever till there's nobody in this world to remember them. Like, you still remember, like, try to remember like your family that died and everything. They say that just something goes off where they're at. You know, look how soon we'll be gone and nobody remembers. But she used to say that nobody ever really dies till there's nobody left on earth to speak their name. That's when they leave here. And that's why you brought up your mom, you brought up your dad. You know, I believe that. You have to believe that. Yep. I come early, put my tent up, took my wife, went and took a little ride and all of that. Went way home, then come way back. And I'm trying to just keep things like this. You got to keep the home. You got to keep the home happy where you could do what you want to do. That's the whole thing. Wife's not happy, you know, you're not going to be happy. I'm a clairvoyant. Wow. I didn't know that, neither. Mark, Pete, you remember Ray's Roller Rink? Yeah, that was, I don't want to say the last name because that was mine, but it started with a D. That was our relative. Skating rink by Causeway. Also bowling alley above Shoe. I remember the bowling alley above Shoe Town. And then I used to remember the little confectionery that was next to the St. Agnes Church, in between there and the Causeway. That little confectionery, Ray's Roller Rink. I used to love to go bowl over Shoetown. Mark, I don't know. Um, I don't know what song it was when I was there. I was young. I used to go bowling with a guy named Alan Rue. I hope he's out there. I'd like to see Alan again. That was a good friend of mine. Grew up on the same street. I used to always go up there when I wanted to bowl good. I always used to go put that song by Three Dog Night called Joy to the World. Joy to Mark. Pete, you remember it? Yeah. BJ's. I don't talk about it because people get the strange ideas. I get good ideas about it. You know, God bless. That's a good idea. You don't knock it because everybody has it, but they fight it. You know, just that little feeling like we get this feeling in our gut now that we got all this technology and we want to fight it. Where a man used to stay alive by his gut, you know? Joy to the world. Yeah, joy to the world was good. What was the beginning of Joy to the World? Look, I used to play guitar. It's like D, C, G minor 7. It's like this bar chord. Oh, I know what it was. Jeremiah. I gotta get the deep one. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, right? That was the beginning of it. That's right. But yeah, I'm glad y'all hanging out tonight. PD was a bullfrog. Mark, I remember Alan Rue. I used to stop by Durs when riding my bike to St. That's right. They had that Durs confectionery right there. Alan Rue lived like down the block from me, and his sister's name was June. His sister's name was June. Who the, which girls do I remember saying from St. Ag? I remember Yvonne. What was Yvonne? Yvonne was one of, they had a bunch of beautiful, Darlene, all of these ladies that, like I say, St. Agnes. I didn't ever want to go to parochial school. I went there and it changed me for the good. It got me out my shell. It was great. I remember Alan. Yeah, Alan Rue was a cool guy. I don't know where he's at. I haven't seen him forever. I saw him probably when we was 30, but I haven't seen him again. Maybe he's on Facebook. When I get on Facebook, I could look. My wife don't want me on Facebook. She says I'm too friendly. The fire. Hold up. Look at the fire back there. That big piece of wood still hasn't caught yet. I can feel it on my back. It feels good. I wish I could feel this time. But I appreciate everybody just hanging out, Mark. You know, this is how we connect, you know, friends and all, run against each other. We're all older now. I'm glad we're alive. You know, that's all. That's all that counts. You know, whatever we do. I like, sometime late at night, I'll go on live, and they'll have these people in Puerto Rico or Guatemala, and they're cleaning fish. These people are cleaning these giant fish. Then they take the head and all, and they throw in this thing, and they're making this stuff to serve in this restaurant the next day. And it's this giant wok that they pour. And I'm thinking, boy, do we waste fish here, huh? Look, 2 rings on, look. But boy, do we waste fish here. What we do, take the fillet off, and either crab with it or throw the rest back, you know. Mrs. Angelina Durr was related to, wow, yep. All of the Durrs came over together. And look, I used to think the Durrs was German, but they're Swedish. You know, it's like crazy. You live your life till they find this book in a church, and it follows your great-grandpa coming here, your great-great-grandpa coming here. In my garage right now, I got 2 deer heads. And my dad, CJ Durr, my dad CJ, my dad told me, I don't care what you keep when I die someday, I want you to keep them deer heads. Because it was from his his great grandpa or his grandpa. So they was from the 1800s. I wish I had a picture of these posts right here, these deer heads. And he told me that his great grandpa told his grandpa that if he ever killed the buck, he would get it mounted. And he said that they didn't even have no roads going out like to Laplace and all of that. They used to have to take a train like the Manchac and all go hunt. So they got on a train and they went to Manchac when his grandpa was young, and he killed 2 bucks in one day, and you could see where he cut one, and he got them both mounted, and I have them up in my garage. BJ's, okay. BRB, BRB. I don't know what that means. But from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad y'all here. Um, you know, a bunch of people's been following my channel. You know, it's a nice feeling to be in academy, to be in academy sports. And I'm fixing to get something for saltwater, and somebody comes tap me on my back, on my thing, says, BayouPete. He goes, you always talk about simplicity, like fishing simple. He goes, does colors matter? I said, it matters a lot on certain days. But I said, I have basic colors I like to stick to, like for saltwater with smoke and that green and the different. And the best color is the color that you have confidence in the fish, you know? And, you know, I got recognized lately, and off of my little channel that it's a year and a little bit old. On the day I started the channel. What got my channel going is I had one short. I had this one little short. I was fishing somewhere, and all these fishing guides got all around me. And I just caught my limit. And I thought about this little short to put out. So it was, don't let the fishing guides see me. And I went to my truck. It started raining. I caught my limit. I went and sat in my truck, and I posted this video. Sometimes I spend 2 hours on a short. I posted it from my truck, and it got like 2.5 million views and got me 1,000 subscribers and put me on the map. One little, all the things I spend so much time with. If you look back in my shorts and go to favorites, it's called Don't Let the Fishing Guide See Me. But people felt so compelled about people fishing around them and this and that. The comments still come to today with it. You know, it just, that one little thing why you got to keep posting. Huh, BJ? Like your little thing in the truck a while back. That's what got you over the hill. I forget what it was. Like you was the trucker. It was funny as crap, and it kept rolling. Mark Loop, BRB, live. But yeah, again, whoever else is out there, we out celebrating BayouPete 69. I'm gonna be 69 in a couple days. 60 freaking 9, you know? Where did it go? Mark Luke, I've watched several of your fishing videos and you're good. Your dad taught you. My dad was, I grew up, Mark Luke, thank you. But I grew up in a fishing family that since I was a little, I gotta talk a little bit low here, but since I was a little kid, we had fishing tournaments. I was like 4 years old. They ain't gave me no chance. I'd miss a fish, they'd throw right there. But my dad and my brother was like my 2 best friends in this world, and they go on. Like a lot of people's not friendly with their family. I moved back home where my brother and his wife lived next door, and my parents lived in the next house, and I got to spend all of them years with them every single day. And then my dad lost my mom and he used to eat by us. But I would not trade that for nothing. I don't care what company would have offered me millions of dollars. I would have never left my family. Look, family. Some people don't get along with their family. I love my family. Do you have moments? Yes. Do you have moments with your kids? Yeah, but you're there from them. And I had two great teachers with my brother and my dad. You know, there's my wife texting me something again. I guess she's going back in the shower. She'll text me at night. I'm going in the shower. Does that mean for me to go home? No. It's just so that she gets out all right. But my dad retired, and my brother worked for a company called Reams Manufacturing on by the Upilon Bridge. And I never ever worried about a job because I went to school to work at Reams with my brother. But I got out of high school, different stuff. I'm fixing to go to Reams. I get an offer for the construction company. I went and I flipped the coin. Look, and I ended up working for this company like for 40 years. You know, and my dad was over a company, but he was a machinist by trade, and we worked together. Like I'm construction. I work by 16ths, 1000s. I mean by 30 seconds. He works by 1000s. We cut something. He wants to know what side of the line you cut it on. Huh. I'm keeping them alive, mentioning them. Well, y'all, I don't know. I think I'm gonna wind on down this. 77 minutes into it. I happy that y'all come to me. B60s. Look with the fire. Look, I don't know if y'all saw them eyes, but that wasn't what was earlier. The eyes was high. Maybe it was. I don't think it was a deer. I know what deer looks like. Um, but I appreciate y'all all coming to my live, and God bless y'all tonight. Hope y'all having a good night. But I'm gonna roll on it and go in my tent and sit by my fire. Let's see, Mark Luke. Have a good night. All right, brother. And look, to my fishing community, tight lines, my friend, to the rest, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Good night.